In Pathogenesis, A History of the World in 8 Plagues, author Jonathan Kennedy takes readers on a captivating journey through human history, viewed through the lens of infectious diseases. This groundbreaking work explores how microbes have shaped our societies, politics, and even our evolution, offering a unique perspective on the forces that have molded our world. The book begins by delving into the discovery of bacteria and viruses, setting the stage for a comprehensive exploration of the intricate relationship between humans and microbes. Kennedy draws on cutting-edge research in ancient DNA studies to illuminate the complex history of human populations, the spread of agriculture, and the profound impact of infectious diseases on human development. Throughout history, plagues have played a pivotal role in shaping the rise and fall of empires. The Antonine Plague, for instance, brought the Pax Romana to an abrupt end, triggering economic collapse and weakening the Roman army. Similarly, the Plague of Cyprian led to the rise of Christianity and ultimately contributed to the transformation and decline of the Roman Empire. The Black Death emerges as a central figure in Kennedy's narrative, marking a turning point in European history. This devastating pandemic not only decimated populations, but also catalyzed significant societal changes. The author meticulously details how quarantine measures were established, and how the recurring outbreaks reshaped society, politics, and the economy across the continent. In the wake of the Black Death, Kennedy traces the rise of the Ottoman Empire, challenges to the Catholic Church, and the eventual emergence of Protestantism and secularism. The book takes a global perspective, exploring how infectious diseases influenced the conquest of the Americas and the development of Africa. Kennedy explains how Old World pathogens decimated indigenous populations in the Americas, facilitating European conquest. In contrast, diseases like malaria and yellow fever in Africa initially limited European colonization, leading to different patterns of interaction and exploitation. Kennedy doesn't shy away from addressing the dark chapters of history influenced by disease. He explores how the emergence of American slavery and the ideology of racism were profoundly affected by infectious diseases, particularly in the Caribbean, where the introduction of West African pathogens resulted in racialized slavery and increased reliance on African labor. The Industrial Revolution receives careful attention, with Kennedy highlighting how urbanization and poor living conditions created breeding grounds for diseases like cholera. He details the sanitary movement in mid-19th century Britain, led by figures such as Edwin Chadwick, and contrasts it with the situation in Hamburg, where political structures focused on trade at the expense of public health. The narrative extends into the 20th century, examining China's remarkable success in reducing the burden of infectious diseases despite limited economic growth. Kennedy attributes this success to a focus on public health, traditional Chinese medicine, and innovative approaches like the Barefoot Doctors program. Finally, the book brings us to the present day, examining the COVID-19 pandemic and its exposure of stark inequalities both between and within countries. Kennedy provides sobering statistics on how socioeconomic factors influenced infection and mortality rates in countries like the UK and the US. Throughout Pathogenesis, Kennedy weaves together scientific insight, historical analysis, and compelling storytelling to create a comprehensive and engaging narrative. By examining history through the lens of infectious diseases, he offers readers a fresh perspective on the forces that have shaped our world and continue to influence our future.